Guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm AJ. This is Danny, and we are hashtag the cannons, and you are watching. Whoa! Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of hashtag the cannons CCTV. This is not an eating show today. Today this will be a cooking show. A cooking show. All right, y'all. So basically today we're gonna be showing y'all how we make St. Louis barbecue pork steaks and potato salad. This is traditional Southern potato salad. How I like to make it. You know what I'm saying? How I like to make it. How I like to make it. So that means, you know, don't be coming at me. I don't mind you telling me what your mama do, but don't be telling me I'm doing it wrong. You feel me? You feel me? All right, so y'all, without further ado, we're going to jump into this video. I'm going to try least as possible to do hands-on work. Y'all going to see Danny doing a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make her, I'm about to put her to work, put her to the test. So without further ado, we're going to start off on this thing, and we're going to jump into this video. All right, Danny, tell us what we got. She don't know. She don't. All right, y'all, so look. So right here, we're gonna make our barbecue sauce for our pork steak. So right now, right here, I already have some of the ingredients already portioned out. I put all of the measurements in the description box, but basically all the ingredients you're gonna need for the sauce, you're gonna have some ketchup, some steak sauce, A1, doesn't really matter. We have some brown sugar here. Preferably use dark brown sugar. All we had is light brown sugar. So, I mean, use what you got until you got what you need. You feel me? All right, so right here, you're gonna need about 2 cups of beer. I'm using Corona. Preferably, you wanna use like American beer, but I like Mexican beer, and this is what I bought. So it's not gonna make that much of a difference. Over here, what you doing? Got some apple cider vinegar there. Have some little bit of garlic powder, liquid smoke. Got some Worcestershire sauce, and we also have some hot sauce, red hot. You can use whatever, like I said, use what you got till you got what you need. Don't really matter what sauce you use, as long as it's hot sauce in this case. All right, so Danny. Yes. So what I need for you to do is, it's real simple. It's simple, not complicated. It's simple. All right, so just go ahead and start to combine it doesn't really matter. You don't have to do like a wet dry thing. So what you probably want to do is just put the ketchup in first.
Is it gonna come out right?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so I put a little extra in there so you don't have to worry about trying to get every bit out. So all right, so and then what you probably want to do is go ahead so it doesn't slosh around. Go ahead, add your beer.
I don't drink them beers.
Pour. Yeah, now take your whisk and go ahead and get that together so that you don't have to worry about everything splashing later on. You go ahead and thicken it up.
Stank. Stank.
Yeah, it don't smell that good. Danny don't like the smell of vinegar, y'all. And vinegar is in everything here, just about ketchup, Worcestershire, A1. The vinegar got vinegar in it.
Shut up.
But
all right.
So then now you just go ahead and add the rest of your ingredients. So everything that's already measured out, you can go ahead and put in there the brown sugar, the steak sauce. All right, try not to spill it. Put your vinegar in there. That's apple cider vinegar, by the way. This recipe you don't use white vinegar. It's a little too harsh for the flavor you want in your barbecue sauce.
I'm whisking.
All right, so just get, you know, you don't got to do like a circle. Give kind of like a. Now what is this? Terrible. All right, we good right there. So because you still got to add some more ingredients anyway. All right, so now we're gonna go for everything that I don't have portioned out already. Go ahead and grab the hot sauce, and you going for about 2 tablespoons. Can you feel that out, or you need me to tell you when? Go.
That was 1.
No, that was like a teaspoon.
Oh, you said tablespoon?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Just tell me when to stop. I ain't got time.
All right, that's good. I mean, it don't gotta be, you know. And this also like with the hot sauce, y'all. Hot sauce is something you can use a little bit more, a little bit lesser, depending on how you like, you know, your spice. This is pretty much a flexible recipe. Grab the Worcestershire sauce. Y'all know this, and this, it comes out a little bit different than a hot sauce, Danny, so don't get too happy.
I pour it in here.
Now go ahead and put about 2 tablespoons of that. You shake it. Yeah, so you see it, I'll tell you. A little bit more. All right, you good.
That bottle need to get it for life.
All right, so that Worcestershire sour sauce is, y'all, it has a very strong flavor. So if you put a lot of it, you're gonna taste it, and just let you know. So if you want to add more, that's fine, but just know that you're gonna taste it. All right, so get your liquid smoke. And this you only want like a half a teaspoon, so you really don't want to be careful. So just kind of like a little, it's very strong. A little bit more. All right, that's good. It's very strong. The liquid smoke just to give it a smoky flavor, you know what I'm saying? Because we eating and barbecue.
Did you hear that one jug over there make noise?
I thought that was your belly. I thought that was your tummy. I thought you pulled it.
What I'm supposed to do next?
Anyway, so from there, we're gonna go ahead and add the last thing, which is garlic powder, which is you only need like a
I'm gonna put the whole thing in.
You only need like a teaspoon, so just shake a little bit, a couple shakes, be all right. You don't make this easy to film, I know that. All right, that's good. We don't want to taste like
I do.
garlic.
I want to taste it.
All right. Woo, stink.
I like it.
Ugh.
Can I stir?
Yeah, go ahead and whisk. You're not stirring, you whisking.
I'm stirring.
You whisking.
I hate that here. Okay. This is a workout. It's meat.
No, it's not.
It ain't.
This is how you whisk. You gotta
need a fork.
You gotta put your little wrist like this, and you need.
Well, I got carpal.
That's how you whisk. This is not whisking good. Everybody, this is how you whisk. You gotta make that thing work. A whisk can be real good for you if you know how to use it. It really helps combine things. So it doesn't really need all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm all soft like ice here.
And see, you be making meat.
But I just want to make sure that that's good. So taste test. My hands clean, y'all. I didn't even know what it tastes like.
Oh my God.
All right, so that's the sauce. So right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and what are you looking at me like that for?
Huh?
You looking at me like that for?
Cause I'm like, you keep putting your finger in there like that.
All right, so Danny, tell them what we're gonna do next.
We're gonna season our steaks and then sear them off.
Such professional. The hands are washed. These are huge, as y'all can
be washed.
As y'all can tell.
Here.
These are pretty big, as y'all can tell. And so, like I said, just take some black pepper.
Use the muscle.
It's all in the wrist.
Honey, my wrist.
Look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at this, look at this.
Oh my God.
Hey. From there, take a little bit of salt. Like I said, don't get too heavy. It's pork, remember. Got enough in it. And then a little bit of salt from my one right in. Flip.
Wash.
Right. I like about paranoid. I'm touching all my seasoning bottle and can on.
Pepper flying everywhere.
All right. Yeah, so. Yeah. All right, y'all, so once that's done, we're gonna go over to our stovetop, and that's where we're gonna sit these off, and then get these bad boys up.
Yes.
You know what we're doing next, right?
Searing it.
We're searing. So, y'all, all right, so right here, go ahead and preheat your oven. I put it on, bro. Lord.
Say 525.
Preheat your oven about 400. Oh Lord, am I going up or down? I'm looking at the camera trying to. There we go. All right, so preheat your oven. It's oven preheated. Okay, right now we have our seasoned pork steaks right here. Make sure that you got your stove on. We got our pan about to high heat. Feel that? All right, it's getting pretty hot. Basically, you don't need any oil. You see all that white marbling? That's all fat. So we're gonna render a little bit off. We're not gonna really go for a lot. It don't gotta be. All we want is color. We're going for the color. Just make that skin sizzle. You know what I'm talking about? Say it, sizzle.
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 No.
Sizzle. No, you gotta put a little more in it. Put a little ooh, put a little eye, put a little
I'm gonna put your face in this pan. Now, come on.
I'm make sure it's hot. You want it to sizzle. All right, so go ahead and take the first one and then drop that beat in there. Come on, don't be scared of it. You can do that with your hand.
Huh?
That was just to flip it once it got hot.
I thought I could.
Yeah, so y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Move it around. Move that little piece right here. You see it's like, yeah, no, spread it out. Yeah, there you go. All right, yeah, so yeah, let that go till you get some nice color, like I say, 2 or 3 minutes or so, maybe 4, depending on your actual stove and the pan that you're using. You just want a nice brown, what?
See
color. Lord, you want a nice brown color on your pork steak. And then you're gonna go to the other side. So I'm gonna show y'all that. We're just gonna show y'all this one. Then we're gonna finish up all 4. And then we just come back to us getting them ready to go in the oven.
Wait.
Nothing. Talk to the people while we see this one side. What you got to say?
Today, I wanted to go home. Why do I feel like you're so close?
I am close.
Don't get too close because this eyelash is like, give up some work. Do not get close. Because this eyelash I had to put on twice and now I'm over it.
Well, turn this way. All right, so now what you got to say to the people? How's Danielle doing today? What is your inspirational word for today?
My inspirational word is these folks is opening these stores back up.
That's not inspirational.
And if you
it's
was,
not
I was
inspiring.
you, stay in the house.
This is not inspiring.
I don't got an inspiring word.
All right, well, let's get back to the pan. All right, so lift up your steak, check the color. Get it like the meatiest part you can so that it don't start. Lord Jesus, y'all. Help us, she don't know.
I don't.
What you looking like?
It's a little brown.
Okay, y'all. So look, let me see real quick. All right, so y'all just want to check the color. Now I need a little bit more time. Yeah, right there.
Hey,
Hey, what?
you was flipping meat on me.
Your belly. Kind of press down in the pan, especially those fat parts. Get all that oil. That's why I said you don't need to oil your hands because you got all that marbling in these pork steaks. All right, let that go for probably about another minute or so, and then we so all right, y'all, I'm gonna let this go for a second, then we come back. All right, y'all, so we back. I believe still have to get going right now. Go ahead and we kind of push it down, spread it out, push it down like you did on the other side. Make sure you think you got some curd on the meat right there. Make sure it's not curled under. Make sure it's not curled under. Y'all, this is what I go through all the time. I say one thing and she does not listen. Make sure the meat's not curled under.
What are you talking about?
Oh my God. I just said this is to make sure it's not curling under and stuff like that. Oh my God.
I told you I didn't want to.
All right, y'all. So pretty much this is what you want on each side. You know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be, dark at every corner. If you do want that nice, smell good, don't it? Smell good.
Yeah.
What smell like? Bacon.
Right now, all I smell is this vinegar.
You a lie. Anyway, y'all. And so your first one is done, searing off. So go ahead and take it out and just place it like that straight into the dish toward the side. All right, right, yeah. So just like that, go ahead and grab your other one.
Oh, you said I can use my hand.
Okay, you can use your hand and pick it up and put it in there. As long as they clean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, something like that.
Butt hand.
All right, now push the meat down to the pan. There we go. All right, y'all. We gonna finish searing these steaks and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna get them in the oven. All right, y'all, so we back. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna lift, after you get your pork steaks in there, just lift, kind of like make sure you get some sauce on the bottom. All right, so once you do that, just make sure, we're gonna do this. Now the beer is what thins the sauce out. The beer is also an important part of this recipe. So what you want to do is you're gonna cover it and let it cook for a while. Then you're gonna uncover them and let the sauce thicken up by letting some of that evaporate. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pour all of this in there because you want the juices from the pork steak is gonna come out into the sauce. Once you let the sauce thicken up a little bit, and once you remove the pork steaks to eat, you're gonna take the sauce that's left over and kind of whip it up a little bit more, and you're gonna use it as like a dipping sauce if you want to. Also, just know that if you don't have the ingredients to make a specific barbecue sauce, just get you this specific barbecue sauce. Just get you a really sweet barbecue sauce like Sweet Baby Ray's. Just about all those are really sweet. Or get one that says like hickory brown sugar, something like that. A really sweet one, and then just don't add the beer to the sauce, but add the beer just like I put the sauce underneath the chops or the pork steaks. Put the beer underneath that and put the thick barbecue sauce in excess on top. So put a lot on top, cover it, let it cook. It's gonna melt down in there, and then you kind of gonna still take it and then like kind of whisk it together later on. So right now we got 100 oven, it's at 400 degrees. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our steaks and we're gonna put them in the oven for about an hour and a half or so, hour and a half or so, and then we'll be back.
Cut it off.
Wait, here. In the meantime, we're gonna show you how to make my potato salad. So that's up next. Yeah. All right, y'all, so we back. All right, so what we have here is about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Yukon Gold potatoes. I use either red potatoes or gold potatoes in the potato salad simply because if you use russet potatoes, they tend to be a little bit more flaky and they will fall apart on you quicker. Yukon Gold or red potatoes tend to do a lot better. So what I have here is about 10. If they're about all this size, which is like a medium size right here, you only need about 8 or so. Some of these are small, so I just put a couple more here. And yeah, so what you want to do is they're about to go in the pot to boil. So I don't cut them all up as small as I would. I know a lot of people do. They go ahead and cut it up in the size they want in the potato salad. But what I would do is like a size this size. I'll probably just go ahead and cut it into 4s. I don't want them too small yet. And I put them in the bowl right here. And so like one this size, I probably cut it in half. Stick to the knife. But yeah. So like just, you gotta know just about what size you want them to go in the pot. The reason is because if you cut them all and if you dice them all like in 1/4 inch pieces, like probably the size you're gonna want in your potato salad, what's gonna happen is it's not gonna take long for them to cook in the water. And so if you accidentally go too far on your cook, then what's gonna happen is you can't go back. You're gonna have mush. You're gonna have potato salad mush.
Mush.
And you don't want that. So that one down.
Honey, I don't want it. It's gonna keep your fluid.
Keep sticking to my knife, it's getting on my nerves. But yeah, y'all. So pretty much like I said, small ones cut in half. That way, you know what I'm saying, if you accidentally cook them a little too long, they still will be firm enough and they won't you won't have mashed potatoes. Yeah, so these are pretty small, so I'm just cutting these in half. And that's how I'm gonna boil these. And then once I got them, once they're boiled and cooled, I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna cut them up into smaller pieces. I want them in the potato salad. So it's starting to boil. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the potatoes over in there. You just want to watch them. I don't know exactly. I still never really pay attention to how long I boil these things. I just know that I check them, make sure to when they're just tender, I take them out. Because like I said, I want them to break down a little bit when I'm stirring, but I don't want them to disintegrate, which you got less of a chance with the Yukon Golden red potatoes than you do with the russet. Anyway, that's why I said focus on make sure you get these. If you get russet, it's fine. You just got to be real careful with them because they will. I mean, you'll have a mashed potato with mayonnaise and relish and actual potato salad. All right. So once these are boiled, once these are boiled and cooled down, we're gonna come back and I'm gonna show you how combine everything together and the other ingredients you're gonna need. All right, Danny.
All right, Danny. It's on you to make the world's best potato salad. Are you ready to make the world's best potato salad, Danny?
I'm sleepy. Come on.
Okay. All right, y'all. So I know I said in the last clip I was putting the potatoes aside in the bowl to cool. That's what I did. But I went ahead while we were off camera and went ahead and cut the potatoes in the smaller pieces like I said I would do. After they cooled a little bit, I know you see a little bit of steam. Trust me, they're not hot. They're just
They hot.
It's not hot. They're not hot. They've cooled down already because I wouldn't want to combine hot potatoes with this because it's just not gonna be good. So right now, y'all, let me just go ahead and show you what I got right here. Got some mayonnaise right here, some relish. This is sweet relish. You can use dill relish if that's what you like. Sometimes I use a combination of both. It really depends on what you like. You know what I'm saying? Dill relish is good in potato salad to me too. But in this case, we're gonna be using sweet relish. That's what I use most often. Got a little mustard here. That's about a tablespoon and a half of yellow mustard. Got about a cup and a half of mayonnaise. About 2 tablespoons, a little bit more of relish. And then we have about 6 small, they're on the small side. Usually I use about 5 or 6 eggs, but they're on the small side. So I use 6 eggs, and then cut those up. And we have some white vinegar right here, which we're gonna use in a minute. And we have some green onions. Some people use regular onions and celery. I don't like harsh raw onions in my potato salad. It's too much for me. I don't like it. So these give you a nice fresh onion taste, but it's really subtle, and it's I found it to be really good. I don't like celery, so that's why we're not using that. All right, so Danny, what I want you to do is take those potatoes and put those in the bowl. Did you wash your hands clean?
Yeah, you see me over here when I said, AJ, you clogged the sink again.
Okay, anyway. All right, so don't be cute about it. Get the potatoes in. Get them in the bowl! Is there water in there? It's a little bit. It's not gonna matter. All right. Let's make sure.
My hands is little. So little.
All right, so y'all, Danny's got that in the bowl. Now, see, this next step right here is optional. I do recommend, here, open that up. All right, so what she's gonna do is take that white vinegar. I do recommend that you use the white vinegar in there, about 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons. The reason why it's hard to be specific about this recipe, because I've tried to measure it out, and sometimes what it ends up to come down to is you just gotta taste, right?
Taste till you taste.
That's what my grandma told me to do. Taste till I taste. Because what happens is, you know, the potatoes are different sizes, you know, and then sometimes the egg yolks are a little bit more, a little bit less. So you just kind of gotta, you know, measure out. So this is all approximate. What I want you to do, Danny, is be really slow about it and drizzle about 2 tablespoons of vinegar over the potatoes. Easy. Kind of get all throughout. Oh God. So y'all, she's kind of got a lot on there, but you just want to be really slow. That should be enough. And I just go through like this with my hands and just kind of. And this step, I said, you heard me say it's optional. That's the reason I say it's optional is because you're gonna add the vinegar in there, but sometimes you wanna add it in when you add everything else in. If you add it like this, the vinegar is gonna literally get into the potato and you're gonna taste it a little bit more. And it gives it kind of like a more potato salad taste in my opinion. And then like, it gives it a better flavor if you ask me. I do this intentionally, but if you're not somebody who likes, if you hate vinegar, then don't do this. But Danny says she hates vinegar, but she eats potato salad. So, all right, so put that bowl to the side. All right, so this is also a little different. Some people combine everything in one bowl. I like to do it a little bit differently. So then what I want you to do is take the mayonnaise and put it in that white bowl. You need to take the whiskey now. All right, that's good. Like I said, and then go ahead and add the relish in there. All right, and then add the mustard. All right, y'all, so like, I like to put these together and kind of make like sort of a dressing instead of putting all this in the bowl with the potatoes at first, because what I notice is if you do it this way, you don't have to mix as much. And then you're gonna get more even incorporation. If you do it the other way, you may get a glob of mayonnaise in one spot, less mustard here, you know what I'm saying? This makes it easier for everything to mix well if you put all your wet ingredients together first and then put it over the potatoes and mix it. That way you know everything gets coated a little bit more evenly. All right, so go ahead and take that whisk and whisk those together. Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
No.
Get. What?
Shut up!
Danny, we're gonna have you do this on your own one day. No help. All right, so yeah, just get going a little bit, get a little bit more. So just once you get all this, you see what I mean? Like everything comes together here, so you don't have to try to force everything to mix together with the potatoes. So the only thing you're gonna have to worry about is really getting the potatoes and the eggs and everything else. All right, so go ahead and add the eggs to the potato mixture, to the potatoes.
Oh, I mean.
Just kind of get them around the bowl. Don't be scared, girl. Come on. Jeanette wouldn't be scared.
I'm not Jeanette, and she don't cook no more, no way.
That's her grandma name for them. All right, then we got these in there. All right, so get the red spoon. All right, and hold on. All right, and then just we're gonna add a little bit. Add it like that. Then go ahead and mix that in. You're gonna add about half the mixture. You're gonna mix and then try to do like a folding technique. Try not to break your potatoes down. They're gonna mush up anyway, but you don't wanna stab them and break them up. You need me to do it? You need me to do it?
Go ahead.
No, I'm asking you. Don't be scared of it, but I'm just telling you not to stab the potatoes.
I'm not stabbing them.
Come on, get it. All right. So go ahead and put the rest in it. Get that out with the spoon. Here, hold it. You get it. Hey y'all, I like my potato salad to where the potatoes are kind of like breaking down and giving you kind of like that little soft, flaky action in there, but at the same time they firm. I don't like no mashed potato salad. I just don't. Most people, you know, they're kind of iffy. I know a lot of people, for the most part, like firm potatoes. So this is what you want. If you like them, you know what I'm saying, cook your potatoes to death and do your mashed potato thing. But, you know, otherwise, this is kind of what you want. Hey, you can give it a stir too, you know, like. Let's get it. Right now, what you want to do is salt and pepper. Get your salt, Danny.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Which side you got open? Okay. You got shit. All right. You can't go back. So then pepper it up. All right, give it a stir. Don't be scared, girl. Put some elbow grease in there. Put the elbow grease in there. Put some. Push. Pull it.
I'm finishing.
All right, so now you just want to taste it. Just to see where it is. Okay.
Sure.
Too much?
Yeah.
What tastes like? Good. Need any more salt? Nothing? I don't think so either. All right, y'all. So our pork steaks are finishing up in the oven. We just finished up the potato salad. So once those finish, or once those get to the point to where we can take them out, I'm gonna take them out the oven. Then we're gonna show you the finished product. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So this is about after an hour. How they'll look. Just when I uncover them, and you're just gonna let them go for another about 45 minutes or so. This is a slow go type thing if you want them tender. At this point, they're done, but you just want, first of all, you want kind of that liquid to reduce down. Second of all, if you want them more tender, then you gotta let them go for a little while. Keep your oven at 400, and like I said, about 30-45 minutes, we're gonna come back, take them out, and it should be a lot more reduced and ready to go. All right, y'all, we done. Daddy, tell them what we got. What we got? What we got?
We got pork steaks.
What kind of pork steaks?
Barbecue.
Barbecue. All right, y'all. So yeah, this is the finished pork steaks, y'all. After they've gone in the oven a little while, you'll get like this nice caramelized texture on them. They should be pretty tender. Let me test. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, there you go. Pretty tender, right there. You know what I'm saying? Give you a nice little sauce right there. It's all in the sauce. Y'all gotta be patient with this recipe. It's all about the patience. You know, you can do it in a slow cooker. It is. You can do it in a slow cooker. Same way, you just won't get like that crust. But you gotta let it go for a while. You gotta let it reduce down, get nice and sticky and good like that. That's how this recipe is. And this is the finished potato salad. You know what I'm saying? It's either, I encourage you to try it out. You know, always, it's all about taste. You know what I'm saying? That's how potato salad is. You can't just throw it together and just expect it to taste okay. Just taste as you go, and it's kind of foolproof. But anyway, Danny.
Yes.
Are you excited to get more hands-on with this recipe?
I'm ready to eat. I'm hungry.
All right, y'all. So, all right, y'all. Anyway, again, we want to thank y'all so much for joining us for this cooking video. Join us tomorrow for the mukbang, but today, this is what we're putting out for you. We're going to try to come back to you more with this tag team action in the kitchen. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down below. Let us know what you think of this video. Subscribe. Subscribe. Anyway, y'all, remember hashtag grow baby grow. We growing. We showing. We showing and growing, and that's it. So, you got anything else, Danny? We about to eat. All right, take us out of here, Danny.